Hello, Frisco. This is Jennifer Cooke with HelloFrisco, Texas, and I wanted to talk real estate metrics today and talk about market stats for May of 2021. And then I'm going to break it down by zip code. And for those of you who have been here for a while, like I've been in Frisco since 2000, and when I moved here, we had La Hacienda Ranch and a McDonald's, and that was kind of just about it. There were only about 30,000 people here, and as I recall, there were 2 zip codes at that point. We now have 4, and I'm not sure if everybody realizes that, but I thought I'd go over each of those. The market stats for the entire city for May 2021, the median price was $530,000. And the reason that I use median price and not average price is because if you have a couple of, $5 million homes in that basket and then you divide it, of course, then it's going to skew the number upward a little bit. If you take the median price, that means that half of the prices or half of the houses were above that price and half of them were below. So it's really kind of a better indicator and doesn't, get totally skewed by those really high or really low numbers. But so the median price is $530,000, and that's really up from $417,000 as of May of 2020. So we're up, 20% from last year. Average days on market, 4 days on market. People, houses are going on the MLS on Wednesday, Thursday, or Friday, and they're gone by Monday. Most of them are. And you know what that means? That means that you just need to really be ready to pull the trigger and have all your ducks in a row so that you have your financing in place and you have everything pulled together so you're ready to make that move when you find the perfect house, because it won't be there if you wait a week or 2. It'll be gone. So if you would like to know some extra little tips on how to maybe make that winning offer, give me a call. My digits will be down in the information box. Anyways, I'll keep going. The active listings for all of Frisco at the end of May were about 305. And I'll break that down by zip code, but we sold 424, which means basically we have less than a month's worth of inventory on the market. And when that happens, it means it's a seller's market. We know it's a seller's market, and I'm going to have to edit that. But whenever you have less than a month of inventory, you're in trouble and you're going to pay more for your houses. And that's what's going on right now. And houses are going to go a lot faster with a lot more bids. Anyways, let me break these down by zip code. My favorite zip code in the city is 75035. I think part of the reason is because that's kind of where I've always lived. And it's the east side of town. I've always called it the cheap side of town, and that's not really the case anymore. We have a lot of $1 million houses going in over here, but it's still really on the more affordable side of the town. The average price let me rephrase, the median sales price over here is $520,000. A little bit cheaper than or a little bit lower than the median price for the city, but days on market pretty much the same across the city, so across all these. But it seems like we have the most activity in this zip code. 85 houses are active or were active at the end of May, and 134 of the 424 were sold in this zip code. If you move across the tollway over to the other 3 zip codes, we're actually 75034 starts on the other side of Preston, so it kind of encompasses Main Street and the Rail District and all that good stuff, and then you go over, on the other side of the tollway. But 75034 median sales price $750,000. Yeah. Active listings, only 82, which are comparable to 75035, but only sold 77 last month. So a little bit less activity over there, but a higher price. So depending on what you're looking for, that might be, your area of town. If we move on down to some of the lesser known, I think, because they're kind of newer, zip code 75033 and 36. 33 is also one of the more affordable sides or affordable parts of Frisco, with a median sales price of $550,000, comparable days on market, but only 62 active listings as of the end of May, and 96 sold in May. And 75036, which is the most affordable zip code in Frisco, at $470,000. Only 41 listings on the market were active at May 31st, and only 81 sold in May. So don't add those numbers up to confirm that they total the $424 I quoted you at the beginning, because they don't, and I don't know why that is the case. I pulled those off of the MLS, and somebody there should be checking that those numbers total. So as a retired CPA, that's just kind of a little pet peeve of mine. Anyways, I wanted to talk a little bit about also the new builds, and that's something that I've been working with some clients recently. It's hard to find lots and spec homes these days because they are being snatched up as quickly as the other pre-built homes. The median price for new builds in Frisco is $697,000. And some of the numbers are really skewed. If I pull them off of the MLS and they say homes for sale or homes sold, it doesn't really reflect the market, because not all the builders' homes go on the MLS. But according to those statistics, 64 homes were for sale at the end of May, and only 30 homes were sold in May, which I'm sure that is not the case. I can tell you right now that a lot of the the master plan communities that are being built right now are in closeout. They're selling their models. At the Grove, they don't have anything left, really. They have a couple of models, and I think they're not going to have anything until they start a new phase. At the end of the year, they're not really going to be building to suit. They're going to be building spec homes, which means that they are going to build what they think is going to sell, and then they'll try and sell those. And they'll probably allow you to, still go to the planning and design center and pick out some things for the inside. But with the building prices increasing as they are, I think they're not taking any chances on trying to estimate how much a house is going to be, and then having to bump the price as the materials price increases. And that's not how you get a happy seller or a happy buyer. So that is what's going on with new builds. I'm having a lot of trouble finding new builds. If you're looking for one, good luck finding anything under the median sales price, which is about $450,000 to $500,000. There's really not anything brand new that's going to be less than that. So if your budget is $300,000, you're going to be buying an existing home, and that's okay, because there are some of those, and there are ways to still be a competitive buyer in this market where there are so many offers that come in for any particular home. If you are interested in finding out, what some of those tips might be as far to be the winning bid, give me a call, and let's work together and get you in a home. So I'd love to hear from you. This is Jennifer Cooke with Hello Frisco, Texas, and I hope you have a fantastic rest of the day. Thanks.